Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What's up?
Nothing.
Dogs.
Pretty uneventful week, I'd say, if I'm going to be pretty honest.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. Sat inside.
Just counting the days until the next podcast day.
Just like, man, I don't even like
Kind of the
weekends
days till
anymore.
the next summer camp.
Yeah, counting the months till next summer camp.
Till
Counting,
spooky.
Yeah, counting the weeks till spooky month.
Spooky month.
Yeah.
How many weeks?
8? How many? August, September, October, right?
Mhm.
So 8.
Hey, that's not a lot of weeks.
Yeah.
It's less weeks than it could be.
Could be more.
Could be more.
Could be more
Could be
than
more.
8.
What if they change Halloween to January?
Good point.
Ugh. Like on a leap year, Halloween's in January all of a sudden.
What if Halloween was only on leap years in February?
Ugh.
Like that extra day in February.
We would
February
still
29th
celebrate.
is
Yeah.
the only spooky day.
Of the
It is kind of a spooky day.
It's kind of spooky.
Where does it go?
Where is it hiding out?
I don't know. We have to ask some like Roman Caesar why they decided to do that, right?
Probably.
That's who created leap years?
That's like the calendar we use, right? I don't know.
I'm definitely not a scientist, so there's no way to tell. Joe? What's first and last?
It's a TV pod. We take a TV show, watch the first episode, and then make some predictions for the finale. Because get this,
What?
we're only watching the finale.
Oh.
Oh, man.
We don't watch anything in between. We just watch the beginning and end. And base our judgment of the show on that impression.
So if you clicked on this episode because you love this TV show and just the meat of it,
Yeah.
Way to get welcome to infuriation.
Yeah. We're going to skip all of that character
you're going to
development.
love this.
We're going to spoil the whole show for us. And then we're going to decide if we want to go back and watch the show even based on already seeing the ending.
Joe's never done that.
Right, yeah, probably never. There was the one.
There's a
It was
couple.
like a really short show.
The spooky month one.
Yeah.
Over the garden wall?
Yeah.
Over the garden
The
wall.
entire show was like literally like
It's a
58
mini
minutes.
series.
So I watched the whole thing.
Oh, man, that's excellent. I can't wait to watch that again in Spooky Month.
Same. I'll probably watch it again. It's great.
Well, I might watch it for the first time because I didn't. I'm the only one that didn't watch all of it.
You couldn't spare 58 minutes.
Yeah.
It just fell out of my mind palace. You know, I
Yeah.
just forgot about it.
It's just a good vibe. It's a good hang.
Yeah.
I like everybody
It's
involved
good.
in that show because that's Elijah Wood, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He's great. He's fun.
Mm.
Funny, even.
Frodo.
Frodes.
Is that who he is?
The
Yeah.
Frodester.
Yeah, Frodo. The Frodo.
He's got so many better roles than that role.
Like the Sin City, where he's just like a cannibal Charlie
Yeah.
Brown.
It's the first one you went to. He is really good in that role, though. He plays it. Yeah, it's great.
He's believable. He's creepy as hell.
What's the dog show? Woodrow? Wilfred.
Wilfred. Used to love
Oh,
Wilfred.
yeah.
He's great in that. Did you see that like
Good
weird
episode.
kids show he used to do?
No.
A couple years back?
It does sound weird.
He like does a dance.
Like he was an adult in a kid show?
Yeah,
Oh, no. I don't
like
know.
he was like a host adult. I don't even know if it was a for serious kid show or if it was just supposed to be ridiculous.
I could see him as a kid show guy.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of weird stuff. He's Patrick in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where he's like one of the guys,
Like one of the techs.
one of like interns helping erase Kate Winslet's mind, and then he's like uses all the information from like her ex-boyfriend to like get her to date him.
That's right.
Super
yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I mean, I guess
Solid plan.
if you're a perv
Bet it works out.
and a creep.
Well, presumably that technology does not exist.
Presumably. We'll never know.
Allegedly. Joe,
I'll never remember.
Joe, did you pick a show?
I did.
Awesome.
I wanted to try to pick something that was a little bit more adult geared, since we're
Sure.
stepping out of our I keep wanting to say spooky month, but it's not. It's a summer camp. That's right, where we did a bunch of kid shows. So I did pick something very serious.
That doesn't make me believe you.
I don't actually. I've never seen the show, so I don't know how serious it is. But yeah, it's a show that I've been interested in. It's a show called Legion, which aired on FX from February 8, 2017 to August 12th, 2019. 3 seasons.
The Marvel show.
Yes, that's the one thing I know about it is that because in the logo Legion, the O has an X through it. I think it's vaguely related to X-Men.
It
Legion
sure
is like Professor Xavier's son, isn't he?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
So you guys know about the show?
I've seen some of it.
Okay.
I maybe have seen all of it. What's her name? Aubrey Plaza is in it.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And her character is unlike anything I've ever seen her do before. It's not, which I feel like most things I've seen her do is just April Ludgate,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
which I love, and that's
Sure.
great. Keep doing that forever. But this is not that.
Interesting.
It's wild. And it's really weird to see a character like that who's like, this is what you play on TV now because this was a famous role you had. Like all of, I'm just thinking of people from Parks and Rec, like Nick Offerman. He just plays that role in all these different things. I feel like
He's kind of mostly that person, though.
that's just who he is. Although he's had stuff recently that I haven't seen yet. I should hold my tongue on that.
I'll watch anything.
But it's
Nick
just weird to
Offerman's in.
see a character like that,
Be
a character
completely
actor
different.
like play something totally different.
Yeah. So yeah, X-Men show, but not the X-Men on FX, and created by Noah Hawley, who had done Fargo before this.
Ooh.
Um,
Have we watched that on this pod? I don't think we have.
no, and I've actually never seen that either.
Me either.
I've seen a lot of Fargo as well. I haven't I don't think I finished it, but I'm not sure
Holly.
Yeah.
because it really switches. Because like all of a sudden Chris Rock's in Fargo
Yeah,
at some point, and he's not in the very beginning.
What?
So
Yeah, I just know that Noah Hawley is like he's kind of a it guy right now for TV stuff because he did Fargo and then the show Legion, and then he's like currently working on an Alien show, like
Nice.
based on like the Alien movie series.
Oh, like that.
Yeah,
Alien.
yeah. So yeah, I also I was listening to a podcast recently where talking about a pod on a pod.
Nice.
There's an interview with the creator of Better Call Saul.
you could lie and say you're like read a news article
Yeah.
or something. If you want. Make it
I
feel
did this
better.
interview myself. But yeah, the creator of Better Call Saul said he met Noah Hawley at like some award show or something. And it was like after season 1 of Better Call Saul, and Noah Hawley went up to him and he's like, "Hey, got an idea for your show. What if he just never becomes Saul?" It just like cuts off to a different timeline where like Saul Goodman never exists.
Why we don't even know. Maybe
don't
he doesn't. He already became Saul.
Yeah. But yeah, that would have been great.
That'd be ridiculous. Yeah, this show, Legion, is on FX, which I think it was on around the same time as The Preacher
Mm-hmm.
was on, which is based on a graphic novel of the same name. And so it doesn't surprise me that they kind of took this on at
Yeah.
this, like near the same time. Preacher was like Seth Rogen produced it or something like that. I could be making that up. But yeah, this is a good like, what is it described as? Oh god, there's so many genres in Wikipedia. Science fiction, sure, maybe psychological thriller, psychological horror, tragedy, superhero.
Tragedy.
I would say it's like a very, it's like kind of it's a solid, good, disturbing take on superhero. How like someone potentially has powers that don't do them well.
not necessarily a blessing.
Right. Where
Yeah, he's like way too powerful and doesn't really know how to control
Mhm.
himself, his powers and stuff.
I mean, imagine like, I guess Professor X, how he's portrayed in some stuff, and then times that by like 100.
Mhm.
And he's just kind of insane.
Okay.
Is he insane first or because of said
Well,
power?
Who's to say?
I don't know.
I don't know.
who's to
Maybe
say?
maybe we'll find out.
We'll see.
I don't remember anything about. I've seen the pilot. I've never seen the ending of this show,
Mhm.
so it'll be interesting to see what I remember once we see the pilot.
Yeah.
You've seen all of it, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to
So
remember if I can think of what the finale is or not.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
And I did enough research to at least know that it was only 3 seasons, but like that was the plan, was just 3 seasons, and so the ending is like the ending.
Oh, cool.
okay.
It wasn't like canceled prematurely.
That's interesting. I didn't know if that was true or not. I remember thinking I was sure if that was true or not while it was on because of just the pandemic. It's like
Mhm.
really just the nature of that. It's like,
Yeah, they coming back.
did this
What's
just
going on?
is this just done or what?
Mm-hmm.
But okay.
what?
I love this guy,
Noah Hawley?
Dan Stevens.
Oh, the main character actor.
Yeah, I've seen him in things since. He's one of those guys. He does a great American accent, but he's definitely British.
Mm.
What have I seen him in since? Apparently, he was in Eurovision Song Contest with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams. Did you see that movie?
Have not.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to it for some reason.
It's pretty hilarious.
Hmm.
All right, never mind. Let's just. He's good.
He's good. Joe, do you have any thoughts of what might happen in this first one as just being someone who knows now that at least he's Professor X's kid and it's loosely around X-Men or something?
So he's Professor X's kid. I assume maybe he doesn't know that he's Professor X's kid.
Classic superhero.
Yeah, yeah. Just because I feel like it's, yeah, kind of a classic superhero thing, but also good for just like TV drama that his powers show up all of a sudden and he's
Mhm.
not quite prepared for it.
Yeah. Also, because they probably couldn't afford to say the words X-Men in the show,
yeah.
or something. And
Probably don't have the rights
Yeah.
to all that. They'll just show
Well,
a
it's
picture.
Fox, right? I mean, it's FX, so
Yeah, they might.
they 2017, like Marvel didn't own the MC, or like Disney didn't own that yet. I don't
Mhm,
think.
mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I picture that they show maybe they show a picture of a bald guy in a wheelchair and don't necessarily mention his name, but say, "Hey,
What do you
it's-
think
it's
about this?
guy." Yeah, you like that?
like a baby crying in the hospital and some
Yeah.
guy in a wheelchair is like wheeling away down the hallway.
Oh, man, I eat that shit up. That stuff is for me. like just the tiniest little Easter egg.
Yeah. So, but I
glimpse
picture
of a bald person.
Yeah, I picture this guy's a full adult, and his powers are all of a sudden coming at him now. They've somehow been suppressed up until now. And I assume it's some sort of mind stuff because Professor X is a telepath.
You would be correct.
But something slightly different that makes it different to control. But yeah, he's reckoning with his powers, and he's got a girlfriend who is not putting up with it, and she is leaving him.
You're out of here, Buster.
Yeah, you and your weird mind stuff.
No one likes mind stuff.
Yeah, you broke so many plates
With your mind.
with your brain.
Oh no.
Mind plates. What?
Are you gonna keep going, or should we just? What else you got?
Is there more?
I feel like we're like
Like a B plot?
45 seconds into the show still. Like
he's really short. He's like
mini me short.
Stands
Or-
to
he's like
this?
5'2".
okay, that's
Yeah.
a short dude.
It's a short dude.
That's a short person.
Yeah.
5'2" is pretty short, or is that
Yeah.
average for a lot of people around the world?
don't
No,
know.
it's a short dude. Yeah,
It's definitely a short dude,
I
but
think so. It wasn't Muggsy Bogues 5'2".
I think it was like 5'3".
Hmm.
Yeah,
Depends on
but like it's probably
depends
like
on the card that you had as
right?
a child.
It's probably like 5'3" with like shoes and stuff. Like
He's a professional basketball player for the Miami,
it was. I mean,
mostly.
he was like at his peak. He was playing for the Hornets. But
The
then,
Hornet. Yeah.
but then might have moved around. Yeah.
Michael Jordan. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know anything about basketball.
He's not as tall as Michael Jordan, but maybe he's bald like Michael Jordan.
So basically, Michael Jordan,
I mean,
as good of a basketball player, probably at least.
Probably as good as a
Yeah,
basketball
probably
player
as
as
good as a
Michael
basketball
Jordan.
pretty
player.
incredible for someone who's that short. I mean, that's
Maybe-
amazing.
Maybe that's his superpower. Is he can read minds and he's also very good at basketball.
That'd be fun.
I
I mean,
watch it.
it is pretty impressive. If he's 5'2" or 5'3", no matter what.
Mhm.
I'm 6'3", and people that play basketball professionally make me feel incredibly small.
Mhm.
Right.
So they're giant people.
Yeah.
Hey, the first episode of Legion, it's just called Chapter 1. All the episodes are just called Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but it's called Chapter 1. And I guess we're gonna watch it now, and then we'll be back when we're done with it.
Good plan.
All right, we're back. We're done with the first episode of Legion. It was just called Chapter 1. Do you have a write-up, Jamie?
Here's what I have from Billy Lewis on IMDb. David Haller is a troubled young man who may be more than human. Diagnosed as schizophrenic, David has been in and out of psychiatric hospitals, but after a strange encounter with a fellow patient, he's confronted with the possibility that the voices he hears and the visions he sees might be real. And indeed, they are somewhat,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what he says at the end. He's like, "Is this real?" And she's like, "Yep."
It is real. Joe, what do you, I mean, I guess I just want to know what your initial thoughts were. You seemed like you're pretty engaged.
Yeah, I mean, definitely into it. I will say that the thing I probably take most from this is that it's very David Haller, is that the name of the main character?
Yeah.
Because he's very confused
Mm-hmm.
in this episode, because there's a lot of stuff going on with his mind, like and he's supposed to be the protagonist, and so we're like following him. Like, we as the viewer, I think intentionally are meant to be very confused as to what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time jumping, and then along with that of just like knowing that this guy has some stuff going on. You're like, am I, what they're showing me, is that really real, or is this something in his head? There's
You
kind
like-
of that built in.
Yeah, you like know, you have the knowledge of what he thinks he knows, but you also have the visuals of his confusion.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what you're watching is even like really happening.
Yeah.
Or if it's like not throwaway
Yeah,
stuff.
is
but
this-
just like, is this even important?
Is this something imagined? Is this something remembered?
Or what time was this at?
Mhm.
Even because it could be real and in the future, fake and in the future, real and in the past,
Mhm.
fake and in the past.
Right.
I think there's like, you can kind of boil down what we saw into like maybe 3 parts. There's there's like one part that's just like complete past. Yeah, let's call that past, of just like stuff that you see of him growing up, getting to the point where he's now in a mental institution.
Mm-hmm.
And like it looks like he's had some troubles along the way, stuff flying around, etc. And then there's like the middle part where he's in a mental institution, and that's where he meets this other patient, Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
who has a thing where she cannot be touched. And then there's also Aubrey Plaza, I forget her character's name,
Lenny.
Lenny,
Mhm.
who I don't know. I mean, she's just a person in a mental institution. I don't know that there's at this point necessarily anything we can pull out of her character that's specific.
Well, she dies,
Right.
but he still sees her.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I guess I wasn't even sure if she really died.
Well, that yeah, I guess we're not really sure of anything at this
Yeah.
point. But at the point where all hell breaks loose,
Mm-hmm.
you like have a shot going through a hallway and she's inside the wall, like halfway.
Yeah. So David is friends with Lenny in this mental institution.
Yeah.
There's a new patient, Sydney, who he kind of like is intrigued with. They start off like a sort of courtship. They, as in David and Sydney, with again them not touching, and then Sydney's leaving the institution, and David like chases her and like kisses her. And then in that kiss, they seem to have switched bodies, like a Freaky Friday thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then David's kind of figuring himself out in Sydney's body, but then like Sydney goes nuts in David's body. And then that's the part that you're saying, like, where hell broke loose and like Lenny is in the wall.
Yeah, I mean something terrible happened, and it was kind of like. Well, so what you didn't say was like the third part, which is where he's like being interrogated, right?
Yeah. I was just doing it like what I perceived to be chronological order.
So they're like interrogating him in like what looks like a high school inside like the pool.
Yeah. This is sometime later. He is somehow returned back to his original body, and now he's under the interrogation of some sort of creepy dudes. They might be government or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said,
Hamish.
yeah. But like you said, they're in some sort of like abandoned high school or something.
Yeah.
Like in a tunnel below this like swimming pool. They're interrogating him there. He kind of freaks out there and like destroys the room. Then they move him to this swimming pool that like has like electrodes in it or whatever. And then he somehow breaks out of that. And then he, with the help of these people, including Sydney, break out of this, whatever this government institution is. And there's a whole like big action scene because this place is fortified like a fortress with like soldiers and stuff. That they break out of this, and then they end up like down at the docks where Jean Smart, who is an actress that I recognize from Hacks and Designing Women.
Nice. She's got an HBO show right now.
Yeah, Hacks.
Oh, that's what Hacks
yeah,
is?
uh-huh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's in the Watchmen
yes,
series too.
That's
Yes,
She's
the
awesome.
Watchmen series. I only
She's
bring
great.
that up because it's like you see she only shows up right at the end, and because she's a known actress, I go, this is an important person, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And so they bring David to her and introduce them, and like it seems like she's going to help him or something, or she's definitely like interested in him.
Yeah, there's like clearly more to Sid than what was going on like in this mental hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That she's like part of this like mutant team or something.
Yeah.
And Hamish Linklater, is that his name?
I think so.
Something
yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close. Edit that in post.
Nope.
He's interrogating him, David, with all the with the creepy guy in the room, and he's like he keeps saying that like the girl is dead, and that's I think he's saying Lenny, because then later, so David has a sister that we've seen a couple times. She visits him in the hospital and tries to bring him a cupcake as like his birthday, and then he like just arrives at their doorstep when somehow he's gotten out of the hospital. That part was a little confusing to me. Like she was getting out, and that's why he was like rushing down there, and then like had to kiss her.
Mm-hmm.
But then they switched bodies, and him being in her body left,
Mhm.
but then later somehow he was out in her body.
In his own body.
Or in his own body.
Yeah.
But then also she was also out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no idea how any of that part works.
And-
that's like the big confusing part in the middle.
Yeah.
Is like he is
Somehow
escaped
gains
in her
control.
body. She was obviously in his body because she messed the whole place up and like
Mhm.
killed
Right.
Lenny. And then he's just like sitting on a chair, and then it like swaps to like him sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they were just gonna be
Yeah.
like, we're just gonna like, you're gonna look at him now.
Yeah, yeah,
So you
that's
just
what I thought.
you just know he's in
Sure,
her
sure,
body.
sure. Mhm.
Like he's gonna walk by like
Right,
Mhm.
right.
mirrors
That
and
would've
shit,
been-
and you're gonna see her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too. Until he showed up at his sister's place.
And she clearly knew who he was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like calling, trying to look for Sid, and they're like, we don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
And then when then Sid arrives with his team. Well, Sid arrives in his like memory,
Mm-hmm.
and she's saying that like I'm being projected into your mind because they're, I don't know. It was crazy. It was all crazy.
Yeah. Not sure.
Also great. But then Lenny, well, like dead ghost Lenny or whatever
Mhm.
is like, they're in his sister's basement, which by the way, Katie Asselton maybe is how you say her name. She's married to Mark Duplass, the other guy from the League.
Not Paul Scheer.
Not Paul Scheer. The other
What
one.
are you gonna do?
Pete. She's married to Pete.
Still think of Paul Scheer every time I see her. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is there a different lady that looks similar to her that's married to Paul Scheer?
Probably.
All right,
Mhm.
cool.
But yeah, that's essentially, there's like three things I take from this. So like this guy had a troubled life. He ends up in a mental institution. He meets Sydney, and then somehow there's government people after him, and he breaks out. Those are like the three things I'm pretty sure about those things actually happened and are real. But there's
Anything
a whole
else?
67 minutes of like you're seeing a lot of stuff.
Well, and then
Mhm.
we literally never talked about the little goblin yellow man.
Yeah.
Yellow
Devil
eyed
with the yellow eyes.
guy.
Yeah, he's kind of he's a little goblin guy. He's got a lot of chins.
Yeah, sometimes David looks like off into a room and there'll be just this goblin's
Mm-hmm.
just there and he clearly just is like, that's in my mind kind of a thing.
Yeah, he looks like one of the whatever like demogorgons from
Stranger Things.
no, I'm using the wrong word, but from Hellraiser. What are those guys called?
Oh.
Hellraisers?
There's like a specific non-Hellraiser word for them.
I don't know. Goblin.
Goblins,
Ghoul.
demogorgons, ghouls. Those ghouls.
Yeah, so there's that crazy guy. There's a lot going on inside this guy's head.
I mean, I'm laughing because like you call him a ghoul, or you try to say what he looks like. It's too nerdy probably for most people listening to even know. But there was one boss in Final Fantasy Tactics that this guy exactly looks like. This little like demon man.
I'm sure I never made it that far.
And I can't even remember what his name was, but because it was some crazy name. But you fight it. Oh, his name is Kuchu. Oh no, can't say it. I don't know. Kuchu Lane. I don't know how to say it. Either way, he looks like a boss from a bad guy, or a boss from a Final Fantasy game.
Nice.
So, but with yellowed eyes and running around chasing Legion.
Yeah, right.
Cenobites. That's what they're called in
In Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Okay.
The Cenobites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gonna have to watch that one next spooky month.
But Joe, I feel like I'm getting the impression, at least, that this is pretty intriguing to you, at least at the moment.
Intriguing, but I will say like I'm a little bit intimidated of just like, man, I didn't really understand that at all. I don't know if I'm like up for this ride.
Oh, you like it scared you off almost?
Yeah, it almost seems like it's gonna be work to like watch this thing.
I will say I think I maybe saw season 1 of this show, and I think probably was just like watched it near when it came out. Took so long to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I feel like every time you watch an episode of the show, you kind of feel exhausted.
Yeah, it feels.
I mean, I don't think they're all like that though.
maybe not as intensive as the
that
first episode.
they're really
but
setting up the like schizophrenia thing, you know. I mean, like I don't know how much. I'm trying not to say things.
yeah, don't
Yeah.
say those things.
But it's visually like incredible. Like this is just it just looks great. Acting is great. But
Good yeah, good, like, I don't know, almost like it's not like a period piece, as in it's definitely got
but yeah.
it definitely has
It has a
Kind of a
70s
seven- yeah, I
vibe.
was gonna say 70s.
Everything looks like Logan's Run. See that movie?
I don't think I have, actually.
It's great.
But
classic.
yeah, everything's got that like 70s vibe. It does a really fun stuff of, you know, cutting in, not like maybe like mild horror, I guess, if you
Mhm.
were gonna even
Mhm.
pretend this was scary. It's scary
Mhm.
for some people for sure, but like, you know, just with like the red lights and how it goes into his mind, and then you see obviously a little demon man. Like
Yeah.
he's like hiding around sometimes.
Very
Like, I don't-
vivid colors all
yeah,
around.
yeah, really sharp
Mm.
and just like it's so yeah, it's got a style, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
I
like
think
it.
I think if like you were to continue to watch, I think you'd see what all those things mean. I think everything has a meaning. I think the
Mhm.
70s stuff, I don't even know if any of that was real. Like I'm just like I mean, it's just hard to know cuz like was Sid really crazy or is she this like badass mutant on this like mini X-Men thing?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
why would
just
she
trying
be
to,
in there?
Was she trying to find him? Maybe.
Oh yeah, that could be too.
Yeah. I'm remembering now that there was like a little mini like Bollywood scene, and just like a
Yeah.
little dance scene.
What
Yeah.
was that?
No idea. I don't know what that was about.
Very
Just in his brain.
I mean, not like that exact type of scene, but just having these kind of like almost like tangential parts of the show
Mhm.
that there's no way like that Bollywood dance scene really has any major implication for anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just kind of like, hey, this is weird, and I'm going to be weirder now.
Mhm.
It kind of cuts to some things like that, and sometimes that's kind of Vince Gilligan-y to me.
Mhm.
You know, just like
What? Wait, say that again.
kind of Vince Gilligan-y to me.
Oh.
Just in terms of like a Better Call Saul, more so maybe Better Call Saul, but also Breaking Bad, of where it's just like, you know, there's just things that happen sometimes that are just like artistic,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but and
Just a
then
little flourish.
but it also makes it so then you don't necessarily the show always has a feel to
Mhm.
it. It feels a certain way, but then it kind of like does weird things within that feel to kind of like test you a little bit.
Mhm.
Well, and I think too with this, it's like they're really trying to set up the schizophrenia part. So there's just lots of little random things like the Bollywood thing. Maybe there's some sort of India Bollywood thing going on in there,
Mhm.
and that's all part of like the name Legion, right? Is that he's got like a million different things going on in his brain, and it's like the demons or whatever. We are Legion.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of it I don't understand yet either, of like what exactly is his power. It's clearly something mental, and he can some telekinesis involved where he can move things.
He's moving stuff.
But yeah, I wonder if he can read other people's thoughts or at least hear them. Not quite sure.
Yeah, it did seem like that in some of his past stuff for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was hearing.
both.
He was either hearing Sid's thoughts or thinking he was hearing Sid's thoughts
Yeah,
right
yeah.
before he like kissed her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's clear times when that kind of stuff potentially. There was
Oh.
clear, extremely muddy parts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this happened, but did it really happen?
I feel like remembering back, I feel like there's whole episodes that are like actually fairly concrete, where
Mhm.
this is obviously not, because he's not doesn't know what's going on. But then as they like help him, there's a lot more that's like it's where the whole episode feels differently.
Right.
Mhm.
I think there's one other big aspect of the show, essentially, that we kind of are talking about but I guess we should talk about before we get to predictions, and that's just like, it's obviously like a superhero show, and then when they got like escaped, like the one guy had like, I don't know, like push powers or
Mhm,
whatever.
mhm.
He like would like,
that'd
he
be
could like
telekinesis,
push
right?
people or whatever it was.
Force throw,
He had that. There was Patonomy. How do you ever say
something
that?
like that.
How do you say that guy's name? I mean, he just used like guns, it looked
Mhm.
like. And then there was Carrie. I couldn't quite tell if she had a power or anything. She
She
looked
was
like she was
beating
good.
people up.
She was beating people up.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's something going on with Sid
Yeah.
potentially. And then they have like this leader, which is Jean Smart.
Mhm.
Or her name is Melanie Bird,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dr. Melanie Bird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like that's like some sort of maybe made up superhero group now, right? Or something.
Yeah, it did feel very
Yeah.
superhero-y, their escape from the complex.
Yeah.
Because, like that whole sequence too, where they're getting from the complex down to like the boat or whatever, it's all in
Oh,
one
yeah.
shot, or at least
Yeah.
presented as one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all just like continuous.
It's like one shot, but like with a lot of effects added in
Mhm.
after the fact.
Mhm.
One shot, but they like ran behind a tree really quick. So
Yeah,
they could do
yeah,
it, you
yeah.
know,
Mhm.
so then the cut could happen.
There might have been some.
Yeah.
Of that.
Yeah.
presented as a single continuous shot,
Yep.
which is, still like showy for like what seemed to be just like a very like mental drama up until this point. And then it's like, yep, big bang action
Superhero.
sequence.
Yeah. Psychedelic
You
drama.
gotta throw that in.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the Marvel thing
Right.
in
yeah.
the middle. I was thinking about that. Is that so? When this came out, it was like at the like Marvel universe was like peaking in like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
It was phase 3. This is 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So like Guardians 2 and the first Spider-Man and Black Panther and stuff, Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was trying to think of there was a million like Fox shows like this that were like X-Men adjacent that they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to use their rights on and
trying
trying
to
to hop on the train.
Chase that wave. Yeah.
Yeah, and most of them are so bad.
Huh.
Like, so there was one that came out at the same time called The Gifted that was picked up,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like an X-Force? I don't know. Polaris was in it, and like a bunch of side mutants, and it was just so horrible. Couldn't watch it, and I've watched some absolute superhero garbage.
Jimmy loves
CW
all
is
the
like
CW.
yeah, and I was looking at this show was like nominated for like some awards has like a superhero adaptation thing, and this lost to like Supergirl. Supergirl was never good.
Legion lost.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This to me was like by far the best one of those. Like Inhumans. Did you guys see that at all?
Mm-mm.
No.
Just so bad. And Cloak and Dagger, so bad. Actually,
of an
Marvel
Outhumans guy.
Runaways was that Hulu one? No.
Runaways.
Runaways. It was like a teen. It was like teens.
Didn't one of them have like a pet dinosaur?
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of that. That show was trash.
Comparatively, it was pretty good.
Compared to like probably the Inhumans, I'm sure it was gold.
The season as a whole, not bad. Second season, not nearly as good.
Did not make it to the
But even
second
like
season of that
Agents
show.
of S.H.I.E.L.D. was getting weird around this time. They were like going to space in the future, I think.
Oh, space and future.
Yeah, all in one.
Hmm.
It was starting to go. It was starting to get. They jumped the shark like long before that.
They would jump the shark like every other season on that show.
Yeah.
Agents of Shark.
But at the time, I feel like Fox was
Alright.
really trying to do, because this would have been right on the heels of like Deadpool 1 and Logan.
Mm-hmm.
So like they were making money off this stuff.
Yeah.
Then they tanked and they're like, okay, Disney, here you go.
Take it. We don't want it. billions, please, billions.
Give us money.
Yeah, that is interesting because I mean, just this was so, for something where they're trying to, ride this wave and get some money. Like this seems like a very challenging, bold way to try to cash in on that.
Yeah.
Instead of just giving us something much more straightforward, like I imagine Supergirl would have been. I've never seen Supergirl, but I imagine it's just it's Superman, but it's a girl. Get it?
Yeah.
And then this is totally not that. It kind of reminds me of how all the old Bright Eyes albums, the first track is some sort of nonsense,
Yeah.
and maybe part of a song, and then the album starts.
This is the first track.
Yeah. I feel like it's there to just kind of scare people off if if you're not gonna take this seriously or really work for this, get out of here.
Don't know, you know.
Yeah, this show definitely feels like a commitment,
Yeah.
or else you're not gonna do it. This isn't a passive. This is not a passive show. You have to watch this show.
Yeah, you have to watch.
Right.
That's a good way to say it, because I trust that it's not all just nonsense, and that this will kind of, there's enough tabs there that I can see how they can kind of connect this together and explain it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have to watch, and you have to kind of trust and keep watching. I feel like I've seen a few shows like that where it's in the first episode it's man, I don't know. But then by the end I'm okay, I get it all now. But
I mean, it is nice that this show, as we get into predictions, is only 27 episodes long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's pretty short by that standard.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they're about an hour long each too, so that's still a lot of hours.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I'm ready. Let's dive into this whole series.
okay. Well, but first we have to do our predictions, Jimmy.
Okay.
Joe, as the fresh off the boat, never seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do?
How did I do? How
Yeah.
am I gonna do?
Yeah,
on
why?
predictions.
Yeah, how are you gonna do?
I'll let you know.
My first prediction is that we get an appearance from Magneto.
Nice.
Are you? Can you look at my first prediction?
Nice.
No way. And is it going to be Sir Ian McKellen?
No,
Oh, no, there's no way.
No, I don't think it's even gonna be Michael Fassbender. I think it's gonna be
Ooh.
it's gonna be Giancarlo Esposito. That's not part of my prediction, but Magneto appearance. My next one is that Lenny. Well, I guess I wasn't sure that Lenny died, so Lenny is in my predictions, and Lenny has powers. Maybe it's that she walks through walls.
Because she's a ghost.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
I think people think that David is dead, which implies that he's still alive, but people think he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last one is that the last scene is a flashback.
So the very last scene has to be a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I went a little.
I hope we will know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out, right? So yeah, I guess I want to know why Joe also picked Magneto.
Mhm.
So my first one was Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Legion is supposed to be Charles Xavier's child.
So I've heard.
So I don't know why I thought Uncle Magneto was going to come around for some reason.
Yeah.
Sure.
For some reason, I thought Professor X was too direct. It's going to be the other one.
Okay.
the other one. If it's not one,
It's
Then
the,
it's the other.
It's the other
it's the other.
Okay.
But
It delivers.
yeah. So yeah, okay. So we both picked Magneto, and that was because they're doing some sort of super group, and I'm like, there's got to eventually be a big bad. There's probably a big bad, if not in season 1, season 2.
Mhm.
In whatever style this show would do a big bad, because I don't think it's going to be as it's not going to be like Supergirl, like I'm an alien and I want to kill Earth.
Mhm.
And then
Have
I
you
think
seen Supergirl?
I've seen some of it. Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of hoping both you and I were just ragging on Supergirl without having seen it.
Oh, I mean, it's a DC superhero show, so you know what it's about.
First season or two was decent because it wasn't on CW, and then the CW picked it up just to fold it into their Flareverse.
Gotcha.
It's cheesy. It's cheesy. Number 2, I think there's the Travel of Time, which
Ooh.
may be so hard to know,
Yeah.
but I think there's time travel.
Travel of time.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
you
I
could
almost said
probably do it.
space travel,
You can probably do it.
but then I crossed out space and wrote time. Number 3, I think there is a nuclear threat of some sort. And number 4, I scratched out wedding and I wrote funeral. This show's version of a wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense for a psychological thriller.
So, and those are my 4.
I had something, I lost it. Okay, so I have seen this whole series, I'm pretty sure. So I went somewhat random. In this first, some of them are just straight up trying to have bookends and call them out. And in this first episode, I think it was the montage of them like courting and falling in love in a mental hospital was set to a Rolling Stones song. So I have that we're going to get a Rolling Stones song in this finale.
All right.
In the chapter 1, also Lenny, when Sid is like gonna get out, Lenny tracks her down and is like, hey, there's this candy bar could you that I saw on TV, it's new, could you buy it to me, mail it to me? So I think we're gonna have someone eating a candy bar.
Okay. A la Knife and Fork, like Seinfeld.
Ooh, maybe.
Probably not, but
that'd be quite the call out. Number 3, I just wrote dinosaur.
all right.
I wasn't actually even thinking about the Runaways. I was thinking about that like area in the Marvel verse where is like prehistoric times still.
Oh, like where that Sauron.
Where Sauron is from,
Sauron
and
lives?
like Khazar or something is his what's his name?
No, you've gone too deep.
Okay,
I only know the flying pterodactyl man from
the
X-Men comics.
Yeah, the X-Men,
Or
the animated series. They end up there like every season. Somehow they end up in this prehistoric place. Because that's where Mr. Sinister's hanging out a lot. Anyway, dinosaur, and then number 4, I think we're gonna get just a snippet of the X-Men cartoon theme.
Oh, you think we're gonna hear like a da-da-da-da-da-da?
Yeah, just
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that too.
Did you guys see the new Doctor Strange?
No.
The Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
I did.
So, like, spoiler: Patrick Stewart is in it,
Okay. Cool.
and like when he rolls out, that little theme happens, and it's just like the best. Yeah.
Jim Halpert's also in it, just so.
X-Men
As Jim Halpert?
cartoon
No.
theme.
Okay. I would have loved that.
There is a
multiverse if
universe
it's
where
just
John
like-
Krasinski is Jim Halpert.
he just stares at the camera.
The Office universe. The universe where The Office really happened in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Office Cinematic Universe meets the MCU.
Oh, man.
The OCU
He's so lucky.
and MCU. Okay. So let's watch this final episode. It was just called
Chapter whatever.
Chapter
right?
27. Yes.
27.
Okay.
And so let's watch that and see what happens. See if Joe's mind can be blown
And put back together.
and then put back together again. All right, we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the finale of Legends. Damn it! I'm
Of
reading Legends of Legion. Hulu tried to autoplay Legends for us, and that's what's on the screen.
We watched about 3 minutes of Sean Bean's Legends.
You like LEG shows, huh?
Yeah, check out Legends starring
Love
Sean
this.
Bean.
I'm interested.
The 3
Put
minutes
that
got
on
you
the short
interested.
list.
New segment in first and last is will we watch this show if it auto plays?
Yes.
But Legion was over. Jimmy, do you have a write up for that last episode?
Yeah. Chapter 27 in 1999. 2019 at some point. David and his father team up to confront the Shadow King. Meanwhile, Sydney, Carrie, and Carrie, yeah, they're both named Carrie,
Both named Gary.
stand their ground at the Xavier residence, and Switch learns a truth about herself.
Oh yeah, her name is Switch. Yeah, so what it seemed to me, and everyone tell me I'm wrong if it doesn't make any sense.
You're
Either it was David, the Carries,
Mm-hmm.
and Sydney. They either traveled back in time to when David was a baby with his mom and Charles Xavier,
Mm-hmm.
or the baby and his mom and dad traveled forward in time to them. I think it's more of the latter.
I think that they using the Switch person traveled back to David's childhood home.
Yeah. That's what I was gathering.
So the former.
Yeah. That would make
In
sense.
the vernaculars.
In the vernacs.
So we
Okay.
had David and his father, who is Professor Charles Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that it doesn't say that in the description, in the plot.
With the full head of hair.
They confront the Shadow King, which
Walking
if you-
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what's his name? Lloyd something. From Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Harry Lloyd, and they are fighting the Shadow Kings because it's the Shadow King from David's, like, his future, and also from his past, which is in Charles Xavier. So apparently, like, it passed from Charles to David as a baby, and maybe that's why they had to, like, get rid of him as a child. They didn't really go into that. But if you've seen the 90s X-Men animated series, the Shadow King's just like a cloud that kind of floats about.
Oh,
In
he's
the
in the animated series?
Yeah, there's like, I think there's a couple of things. There's a big one with Storm, and he takes over Storm's mind because the Shadow King is this guy Farouk from Egypt, and she's from Africa. So of course they gotta, make those cross over.
Sure.
And then Charles Xavier like fights him on the astral plane, but then like they have to somehow, I think in the cartoon they have to somehow keep the Shadow King, because he can like go from person to person, but he can't live without a person. So they have to like keep the cloud out of people until it just dies. It's just like floating around.
Just playing cloud defense.
Yeah, but he always finds somebody.
So, well, in this one, then it looks like the Shadow King, Farouk,
Mm-hmm.
he was just been inside of David his entire life. Because he said something like, I've been in his mind for 30 years, 33 years, something like that.
Mm.
Did he say 33 years? Did he?
Like Jesus.
Think
Yeah.
Like Jesus
30-ish
Christ.
years.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that ultimately, that's how they like, end the whole story, is that Farouk has seen a lot of shit inside of David, and he's like he's pleading with his former self of like, hey, look, man, this is not worth it. This is about to be a wild ride. Let's go do something else.
Is that basically what they did? They like left?
I think they just agreed to go somewhere else. Just exist elsewhere.
Well, then why did...
Better for everybody.
So then why does he become a baby again? Like, why does he like disappear and then just become a baby?
because because they talked young Shadow King from Charles Xavier's life
Mhm.
into not going into baby David. So now they're leaving, so it's going to totally change David's timeline, I think. Joe, thoughts?
Yeah. Too many Shadow Kings. Not enough time.
Well, it seems like there was one.
Exactly.
There was a cool Shadow King who wanted to have like spirit plane drinks and hang out, and then there was the other one who was like wanted to be all zappy and mean.
Yeah. He's kind of a douche.
Kind of the worst.
Yeah, the Shadow King from David's future, who's seen a lot of shit, he ends up fighting Charles Xavier. So like young Charles with hair and walking. And then while David fights young Shadow King from Charles's from the past, and he just tries to choke Shadow King out.
He was winning. It seemed like he was winning.
Yeah, sure was. I'm pretty sure in the comics, David Haller, like Legion, is like one of the most powerful things like that exists. He's just like, so it's just too much. He's just out of control all the time. So he's like half the time, like a villain, you know, that they're trying to
Wrangle.
yeah.
Wrangle damn villains.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think, Joe?
You know.
I didn't get it, man. I mean, from the beginning, not from the beginning, but from maybe 15 minutes in, I was just going from the mind frame of like, okay, I think this is all just in David's head, and I'm gonna roll with that. And then by the end here, well, and then they started introducing a bunch of characters that like I hadn't met before, and I didn't know what they're like. Were they also in his head? Probably. Yeah, and then it all ends up with baby him, which there was a baby him. There's a baby David in the scenes with the other people. And so that got in my head of like, is this baby self also within his head? But now after getting through all that, I think all of that stuff in like the dark chamber stuff, that wasn't actually in his head. That was real.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess that makes sense. But then the stuff with the adult David and like the Shadow King and all of that, that was in his head, right?
I believe so.
Or at least some sort
I
of
believe that was the astral
ethereal plane.
Yes. At least
Right.
not on like
Solid ground.
solid ground earth.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I gathered.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like we were hopping into that, right? Like we probably missed something there was no previously on where it was like, and now we're hopping into the astral plane to fight the Shadow Kings.
Shadow
why
Kings.
why didn't they just politely tell us that?
You know,
Last time
come
on
on,
Legion, and
FX.
it's like half an hour later.
There it is. Yeah, seriously. That's a good point. You'd have to explain too much. In the era of streaming, you just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Last time on Legion, some crazy shit happened. Hope you were paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
We're diving right in.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know that I've ever been more lost than a first and last.
What about in Lost?
Lost. I 100% got everything answered.
You could explain something.
They were dead the whole time.
Oh.
I don't think they were.
I totally understood it. They're dead the whole time.
I think they were alive the whole time.
Oh God.
It's
What?
This is the argument that'll never be solved from any two people that have ever watched all of Lost at the same time. No one will ever come out of Lost going like, this is how this worked out.
Fair.
The way I interpret Lost is true though, so I know that to be true. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely confusing. I think I kind of understood it potentially. I've never seen any of the third season for sure. I've probably maybe seen an episode or two of season 2 anyway. So it's not like I had any concept of what the hell they were trying to do, but I was just like, because it took me probably till halfway to be like, wait, is that baby him? You know, like,
Yeah.
okay. So I figured it was not in his head anymore because he wasn't around baby him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like in the chamber, like the place talking to the shadow guy. And then he kept coming out of a bunch of doors, and there was a bunch of him, a bunch of Davids. I was like, well, you can't have more than one David, but I guess you can because there's a baby him.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Too many Davids.
and now I'm more confused from when I started. So is this too much commitment, Joe? Is there too much brain space demanded for this show, do you think, for you?
I mean, I like to think of myself as a smart person.
I think, if you watched it from the beginning,
Sure.
as I haven't seen any of the third season either.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of what I was remembering is actually just still from the first season. The first season is just really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine, what's his name, from Flight of the Conchords is in it
Clement?
for a while. Yeah. And he's excellent. And obviously, Jean Smart is not in it anymore. I don't know if she dies at some point during this season, third season, but that's kind of a bummer. She's a big deal. And there's a lot more Hamish.
Yeah. I think I'm now having seen the first and last, I think I'm less intrigued. I'm not saying I will never watch this show, but I'm less intrigued than I was having not seen any of it.
How did you feel about the giant musical scene in this episode?
I forgot that happened.
Oh man, that was like a 5 minute original song.
Yeah, they did the whole song. It was Mother by Pink Floyd, sung by David
by the cast
and his mom.
Yeah,
like playing the parts in the song.
It's very strange.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Now I want it because we've only seen 2, and I can't really remember, and I'm sure this doesn't happen, but man, it'd be great if there was like a 3 to 5 minute musical number in every single episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Jermaine sings. How could you have him on and not have him sing?
Sure.
He's got to sing.
Well, especially in a show that they obviously do not stray away from musical numbers and wacky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I will say this, and I kind of alluded to it when we were talking about the pilot, that in a universe where all of this intellectual property is so closely guarded because it makes so much money, and the Disney Marvel mantra of just they have someone at the top who is kind of the guiding force of all of their properties, at least with regards to Marvel, and they have a plan, and you can have different directors and different visions, but it all fits to the plan, and it all needs to come together in, sometimes literally needs to come together in a final movie. This was something bonkers and kind of cool that they were able to do this with an X-Men property of just yeah, we're going to make a crazy show. It's going to be hard to get into. We're going to have musical numbers, but just trust me.
yeah. I mean, it's good that they don't do things. They try new things, and they don't just say everything has to be a Marvel movie. Because I mean, obviously, Captain America and Guardians of the Galaxy are 2 very different types of movies, but they're still very much a Marvel movie. Whereas a full movie of this, or just this show in general, the style is not a Marvel movie. It's very different, but it still is in the same characters and everything, same world or universe. And if this would ever relate to the MCU by any means, probably not. But it's good that it's fun that it's there and that they will do it.
Yeah, it's crazy that someone was given an opportunity like this. I feel that you probably couldn't do this again.
Probably not. Well, no, because now Disney owns it all. I don't think they did at this time, because Fox was trying to spit out as many properties as they could.
Yeah, but even them trying to spit out as many properties as they could, it's still interesting that they obviously did not play it safe. And I feel like some of the other ones that we mentioned earlier, like Runaways and like Inhumans and stuff, like those are all, they all pretty much have like a shitty Fox Marvel movie feel to them.
Yeah. Oh man. So I was super pumped that we watched this today. This is super random because my mom texted me like this morning. She had her knee totally replaced,
Mm-hmm.
and so she's just like on like, I'm not on bed rest. She has to like get up and move and stuff, but like she's just chilling. And she texted me that she started watching the entire X-Men like movie like franchise from in like chronological order. So she watched the James McAvoy's.
Oh,
Is
the
that
First
guy
Class.
who's- yeah.
Chronological order.
Which those first two are great.
I like
First
those
Class
First Class
is so
movies.
good,
Yeah.
and the Apocalypse, or not the Apocalypse one, Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Was the second one that was
Mhm.
really good. But then I was like, oh, okay, so like, what's the order? And she texted me, and like, a lot of that list is so bad.
No, no.
You know, like
Is Last
Apocalypse
Stand
one is
the last one?
Last Stand. Well, technically, I think Logan might be the last one,
Oh,
which
sure.
is good. Logan was good,
Yeah.
but like the other Wolverine ones, pretty
Mhm.
awful.
Origins, dude. X-Men Origins.
Technically, X-Men
Wolverine?
Origins, she said was the third movie, so that's the next one she has to watch after like the two good ones with James McAvoy. But and then the Dark Phoenix one was really, really
I
bad.
never saw that.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
don't think
me
it was
too.
even
Did
in
that.
theaters for long. I think it was just so bad. And then
Yeah.
there was that one with Arya from Game of Thrones.
Oh, the horror
Maybe
movie one.
something. Yeah, it was supposed to be like,
That's not an
it's like
X-Men
it's
movie,
gonna be a
though.
horror movie, but it's
Hmm.
PG-13, and it just tanked, and it's pretty bad.
Did your mom include that for some reason in her X-Men list?
No, but
Okay.
she should.
So I don't think that has anything to do with
the
X-Men.
New Mutants is what that is, I
Hmm.
think, which is like an offshoot. But I loved this. Got Charles. I don't know how I feel about Harry Lloyd as Charles though.
Did
That
you
kinda
say
threw
how
me.
far you think you watched in this?
I think I just watched through season 2.
Okay. So you're just missing season 3.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And honestly, I think just looking through the IMDb like episodes, I think I must have blown through season 2 because I don't even really remember
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the thumbnails that I was seeing. But season 1 was dope. Now I'm gonna watch some more Marvel titles. I think my mom should have to watch Doctor Strange because Patrick Stewart's in it.
Just any X-Men, any X-Men reference at all, your mom will have to put it in the list.
I think so.
Isn't there like
Also-
a Marvel movie where they like go and like Wolverine's like sitting on like the bar? It's like the cuts. It's like an
That's
after credit
Days of
scene.
Future Past, I think.
Oh, is that?
Well, he's in Days of Future Past, right? But like, I think in
Oh yeah.
in First Class, yeah, he's just like a cameo.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
in
that
First
it? Okay.
Class. They
Yeah.
go, the Quicksilver guy like takes him, like they're like getting a team together, and they
Mhm.
go, yeah, and he just says like "fuck you" or something.
Yeah.
And he's sitting at a bar.
Pretty good. Anything else before we predict, or see how we predicted?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, Joe, you went first last time, so lay it on us.
I did. So the first one is one that we had together is Magneto appearance, which we didn't.
We
Mhm.
guessed the uncle. We should have guessed the dad.
Yeah,
Mm.
bummer. I said that Lenny has powers, and Lenny wasn't in it. I was surprised by that.
Mm.
Never know if she can walk through walls. I said that I have that people think David is dead, which if he's now a baby, then no, he's alive.
Mm. True.
And then I had that the last scene is a flashback, which through our understanding now it was actually time travel back to him being a baby. It wasn't a flashback to that.
They were flashing back to him, remembering he was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't really a flash. It was just
A back.
this is what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
A back. Too normal.
Yeah. So no points then.
Up there goes gravity.
Yep. Mom spaghetti.
Yeah. Okay, so I also thought Magneto would be involved. He was not, but I did say
Oh.
time travel,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much what this whole thing
That
was.
was a pretty safe bet.
I almost
X-Men world.
I mean, I wrote space travel. I'm glad I crossed that out. Wrote time. Nuclear threat. I don't believe the Shadow King was a nuclear threat by any means. And then funeral. No funeral.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got really old, and then the Switch lady became like a time god, but no one.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I want to watch this third season just to figure out what that Switch stuff is about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's a original character or a Marvel character in general.
The Carries, as I remember it, are like they were like twins and like some sort of mutants, and she just like lived inside him. He just like absorbs her and vice versa, and so for like that's why she's like young and he's old because she only like ages when she's outside. He's like really smart and she's the like fighter, so she only comes out and like does battle and like goes back in.
Interesting.
So maybe whatever they went through at the end, she was like actually aging up to what her like their actual ages or something.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell if she's getting old because of maybe what you just said, or like I don't know. She was like touching the thing she was fighting, and they were somehow accelerating her age.
Sure.
Because he said something like, if both of our minds are together, they have like a harder time like eating our brain or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they consume time.
So I thought maybe just her act of fighting him, like any time like they touched her, basically aged her, or them. I guess I don't know.
Don't know.
All right, so
He
I got
looked
one.
the
I got
same.
1 point though.
I got 0. No Rolling Stones, no candy bar, no dinosaur, not even any X-Men cartoon theme. Although I do remember during the first or second season that there was some weird scene where David's, I don't know if he's remembering things or I don't know. He's like narrating and there's like a chalkboard or something that's like drawing what he's narrating, and like a guy in a wheelchair is in it, and that's the first time they really sort of acknowledge Professor X, and it's like
You guys are so easy to please.
yeah,
We
it's
did
true.
it.
That's true though.
We saw Professor X.
And hey, X-Men 97 like cartoon reboot was announced at Comic-Con. So they're literally supposedly just like picking up where the cartoon left off, which was in that weird like Taiwanese, like I don't even remember what a lot of weird stuff going on.
So, but like picking up and like in that style still.
I guess so. Supposedly,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally called X-Men 97.
Mm-hmm.
So I sure hope so.
Pretty cool.
Eat it up. Give me the content. Give me it now.
Stay
my
tuned,
wallet.
listeners, for what X-Men content Jimmy consumes next. But that's going to do it for this week, I think, of Legion. Thank you for listening along with us. If you want to send over some show suggestions or just get in contact with us for any reason, you can at FNL Podcast on the Gmail or on the Twitter. We got an Instagram. There's like Facebook and stuff. So it's pretty much the same. FNL Podcast. Figure it out because you're smart. Smart people.
You can do it.
You can do it. If Joe believes in you, you can do it.
Yeah.
Because remember what Joe said. He thinks he's a smart person.
I think so. We'll see.
Joe barely is believing in himself right now, but he believes in you.
Yeah.
Joe watched 2 hours of a TV show and it broke how he thinks about himself.
Oh no.
But that's going to do it for this week. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you later. Goodbye.
Good plan.